Thank you very much. Jeroen, the Managing Director, is also happy that our annual report was approved. You find it now on our website. It will also be available in this building later in the afternoon, so you can take it, read it carefully, and learn exactly what we have been doing the last 12 months. Of course, this annual meeting is a good opportunity to look at what actually happened in the course of the year, the activities of the EFSF and ESM on the funding side, on the lending side, in the different areas where we are active, also what has happened to the institution as such, which keeps growing and is no longer a startup, as the chairman said. And you will find a lot of that information in the annual report. I'm also happy that the governors followed my recommendation to allocate the 2015 ESM financial results of almost 730 million euro to our reserve fund, which now holds 1.4 billion euro. As the chairman said, the ESM program for Cyprus came to a positive conclusion. That is, of course, a highlight for also our overall work at the ESM. And this makes Cyprus the fourth success story after similar successes in Ireland, Portugal, and Spain. The big challenge last year, obviously, was Greece. But after dramatic negotiations that you all remember, we concluded the new ESM program for Greece of up to 86 billion euro last August. Today, the ESM is by far the largest creditor to Greece, with more than 160 billion euro disbursed from the EFSF and ESM to the country with our rescue loans. Should the entire third program amount be disbursed to Greece, we would hold around 2/3 of Greek public debt. You will find in our annual report a calculation that shows how much this saves the Greek budget every year. And you will find the table for all our former program countries. But the Greek budget saved last year 8.1 billion euro as a result of our beneficial financing conditions compared to a situation where Greece would have to finance in markets. And this amount, 8.1 billion euro, corresponds to 4.5% of Greek GDP, and these savings will be repeated every year. This is really the clearest sign of European solidarity with Greece. It's also to a large extent the decision about debt relief provided already in 2012. In NPV terms, this debt relief from official creditor was equivalent to half the Greek GDP. This is all in net present value terms. Therefore, I think it's very clear to conclude that our financing provides really a significant contribution for Greece to regain debt sustainability. And any additional debt relief measures envisaged under the recent Eurogroup agreement would add to this. It is important to stress that these benefits for Greece lead to no reduction of the nominal amount of Greece's debt, so no nominal haircuts. You know that that has been excluded for a long time, and therefore no cost for taxpayers. After the ESM Board of Governors approval of the supplemental memorandum of understanding for Greece this afternoon, tomorrow morning the Board of Directors will meet to decide on the second tranche of 10.3 billion euro and on a first disbursement of 7.5 billion euro. And if they do that tomorrow morning, the actual disbursement by the ESM would take place early next week. Taken together, the EFSF and ESM have now disbursed 255 billion euro to the 5 countries I mentioned earlier since 2010. This is more than 3 times what the IMF has disbursed globally during the same period. But where we are really different from the IMF is that we do not get the money for our loans from member countries or central banks, but we regularly have to go to the market and issue bills and bonds. And that's really our key work, which now also will be evaluated, as the chairman explained. So this mandate we received this afternoon from the governors, I think, is useful to learn about the past and draw conclusions for the future, how to become more efficient and more productive. This will be an evaluation that comprises and compares all programs, not a country-by-country analysis. Also, we will make sure that we do not duplicate the work already done by the Commission and the IMF, because that was good work and we don't have to duplicate that. The aim of our evaluation is to check the relevance, the efficiency, the effectiveness and the impact of the programs, and to consider what lessons we can learn from past programs.